Humans of the cardboard, we have huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Drops tonight. We have the reveal for the final Duelist of Brilliance character. This is the third light-based archetype and duelist that plays them, being represented here. This is XYZ. This is so cool. This is honestly out of left field a little bit to me. Obviously, Kaiba. I believe this is Kaiba-based because I think Kaiba's the main character who used XYZ. I know Chaz used them for like a second in GX, but I believe this mainly is a Kaiba thing. I didn't expect Kaiba. I was wrong. I was dead wrong on this. I thought since Mizar had been confirmed to be the cover for the set, that like, why would they put a character as big and like well known as Kaiba in the set but not be the cover? I feel like that would sell the set so much better. Okay, there's my cam wrap opening. Sorry, just turned the computer on, but I'm too hyped to stop now. Yeah, 6 brand new Union cards. I really hope these have something to synergize with ABCs. I'm assuming most of these are already going to be Union monsters, so Union Hanger's already playable. Not Machine Duplication. There's another, the one that like equips a Union from deck. There are actually like a handful of like pretty good. B-Buster Drake just searches any Union monster from deck. There's already probably some good synergy there, but hopefully it comes together and actually like they work together nicely. That would be really cool. But let's jump into it, okay? X-Cross Cannon is our new retrain of X-Head Cannon. Very cool to see. Light Machine effect monster. Same stats, 18, 15, 2 hard ones per turn effects. If you control a Light Machine Fusion or Union monster, you can special summon this card from the hand. I like this. That's a pretty good effect already. The fact that now Union Hanger can search an extender like this is actually pretty clean. So if you already have a normal summon, like yes, sometimes you can get some of the other ABC pieces, but now you can get a decent little extender here. That's pretty nice. Second effect, during your main phase, you can equip one appropriate Light Machine Union monster from your deck to this card as if it were equipped by that monster's effect. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except light monsters. Ooh, okay. So I already think this card is maybe good enough just off of the first effect. But adding to it this second effect makes definitely raises the ceiling here. Now this may lock us out of using some generic extract monsters that we may want to use, but we also have some 2 new I don't know if they're contact fusions. I'm assuming they work the way that most of the ABC fusions work, but we'll see if it works like ABC Buster Drake. Can't remember the name. Whatever, Buster Dragon. Okay, so the light lock is something, but there is still a lot you can do just under light. So that's not the end of the world. Plus, you don't have to use that effect. This card is still just a level 4 extender that could be decent in the deck regardless. So very cool. Okay, I think that's a good card. That's pretty good. You can even get Union Driver and then use Union Driver to get you one that can summon itself immediately. That's a good extender, man. Okay, next up, Y Dragon Earhead. Cool. This is your XY Dragon Head. Light retrain, same stats as old. Light Machine, level 4, Union, 15, 16 for the stats. If this card is special summoned, you can equip one of your banished level 4 Light Machine monsters to this card. Also, you cannot special summon reaction deck for the rest of the turn except light. So again, that same lock, that's not a huge deal. If these cards are good enough and they're getting us good enough payoff, I don't really give a shit if we're locking ourselves into light. But okay, that still works. Okay, so that's just on special summon. To get something back from banish is more of a recursion card. Okay, and then once per turn you can activate one of these effects. Target a machine monster you control, equip this card to it. If it would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. Classic Union stuff. Or you can just special summon this equipped card. Hold on, one more. Oh no, okay. I missed this on the first card. I just wanted to go back and check because technically I think every Union monster needs to have that equip effect. This guy does not have the equip effect, so he is not searchable off of Union Hanger. He is not a Union. That is important to know. Okay. Makes him a little worse, for sure, but could still be okay. He's not searchable off Union Hanger or B-Buster Drake now, but this one is, so cool. Next up we have Z Zillion Tank. Of course, the Metal Tank redone here. Light Machine, 15, 13 for the stats. It is a Union. If this card is special summoned, equip one of your banished level 4 Light Machine monsters to this card. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra for this turn except lights. These cards are like literally exactly the same, right? Yeah, these cards are like word for word exactly the same. Okay. For sure. Okay. All right, cool. All right, next up we have fusions. These could make or break this, like legit. So we'll see. Okay, so this is XYZ Hyper Dragon Cannon, or new redone version of XYZ. I don't remember his full name, but the original XYZ guy. Hopefully this guy's good. Must first be special summoned from your extra deck by banishing the above cards from your field and or graveyard. So same thing as ABCs. If we can just get these pieces into graveyard, you can just make this thing pretty freely here. Once per opponent's turn, quick effect, you can discard one card, then target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. So just a slightly worse version of ABC because it like destroys instead of banishing. Banishing is always just a little better there, but that's totally okay. That's still not bad at all. It's also a soft once a return, so theoretically, if you could summon this guy, two of this guy, or summon him and then like he leaves the field and then comes back, you could use him twice in the same turn. Second effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard and reveal one level 8 light machine fusion monster in your extra deck. Special summon up to 3 materials whose names are mentioned on it from your graveyard and or banishment. Okay, wow, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard. So even if you just like end on this and use this as an interruption on the opponent's turn, even if your opponent deals with this card, like beats the interruption, clears this off the field, you literally in grave next turn can just summon back 3. It's not bad. I mean, it's not a quick effect like ABC, but this is still that's still a decent card. No? I think so. Not bad. Okay. Union Controller. This is a new... I mean, I love this. I love the theming with this, because Kaiba's classic card, Enemy Controller, not to mention this card is actually a decent Yu-Gi-Oh card. This card has seen play on and off in the last couple of years, so that's really cool as well. That's cool. Union Controller. Light Machine Fusion Effect Monster, level 6, 2200 attack, 1900 defense, 1 Light Machine Monster plus Y Dragon Earhead and Z-Zillion Tank. Must first be summoned from extra by banishing the above cards you control. So this one you do have to control the monsters. You cannot just summon this by banishing from grave. So that is very interesting to note. If this card is... the first effect's hard once return. If this special summon card... or this card is special summon from the extra, sorry. You can add 1 spell or trap from your deck to hand that mentions Union monsters in its text. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So that... I think that searches the quick play spell that equips from deck. Union Hanger. I know there's some spells and traps that have come out in the last couple years that also include like stuff like that. We may have to go back and look at what other possible targets there are, because maybe this is searching an end board trap that's pretty strong as well. We'll definitely have to go back and look at that, but that's not too shabby at all either. Second effect, once per turn you can special summon a light machine, normal or union monster from hand. Ooh, that's particularly nice, I think, for Union Hanger, because this card on summon can search Union Hanger, search a monster, and theoretically, I don't know if we're making this card without normal summoning. So if we have, now this card also just summons whatever, the Bee Buster Drake that you searched off of Union Hanger. Union Hanger triggers, equips to that. And I think the other key here is that by getting this card set up first and getting 2 things banished, like early as like the beginning of your plays, then by the time you're going into Z-Zillion Tank and like summoning it, and this is then equipping something from banish, you're getting the pieces back in rotation to also make Hyper Dragon Cannon later in the turn, or whether you went through ABC pieces as well, rotating those as well. Honestly, like, okay, I think Y Dragon Earhead and Z-Zillion Tank are pretty cheeks. They kind of remind me though of ABC's vibe, right? You have like 2 mediocre ones, and then this guy is the better one. But if you get them in rotation, the summoning condition and like ability for this guy is just really strong. So like we don't hate that. Okay, I mean I think and then this is a decent end board piece. That's because it's so easy to make, right? You're going to use these cards as material for something else like for free, or I guess that monster's not for free, but then this guy is completely free, right? So that's really cool. And then this card's a pretty good facilitator. I definitely could see this seeing play. One other low-key thing about this guy as well is he does have to reveal a light machine fusion to summon back the materials from grave. So you do need to make sure. I don't know if that means you have to play any certain weird bricks. I guess necessarily no, because as long as you have ABC Dragon or like another copy of himself, like they should be listing any of the like light machine, like the materials you should be wanting to summon back. So I guess that's not a big deal. All right, and the last card here is a new spell. Hopefully this is another good engine spell. That would be really a really welcome addition. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. I'm assuming this is also a card that's going to be searchable off of this as well. Send one light machine, normal or union monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. One light machine, union monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Okay. And if you do, add one light machine monster with the same attack but a different original name from your deck to your hand. Ooh. It just needs to share attack. Okay. That's still not bad. I don't know what the targets are. Like, I don't know if there's weird targets that, like, could really work here. We'd have to go through and see. Clearly what they're trying to set up is, like, oh, if you send, like, old Z-Metal Tank, you can add the new Z-Metal Tank. We don't want to have to play the old ones. We really don't. So hopefully that's not what we need to do. But I don't even mind Foolish Burialing any Union monster. We just have to make sure there's like decent enough targets. I don't think they share attack with the ABC pieces, because I think A is 1900. What is B? I can't remember what B is off the top of my head. I want to say he's like 1500, so maybe he works with Y Dragonhead. And then I think C is 1200, so I don't think those work, but these are both 15, so maybe we can search B Buster Drake potentially. I don't know off the top of my head, or send them send B Buster Drake and search them. I don't know. Either way. Okay, second effect. If you special summon a 3 light machine monsters at the same time while this card's in the graveyard, you can banish this card to add one monster with 3,000 or more attack from your deck to your hand. Then immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon it. What? What is this even supposed? I guess this is supposed to be like Kaiba, so you can search Blue Eyes, but there's got to be some other applications. I mean, you're not even mad about using, because like theoretically, if you're summoning back, if you summon back all 3 ABC pieces off of ABC Dragon, right? And this card then triggers to search. I can't even think of off the top of my head like what that would be. Like, I'm hoping there's something generic that's just like a decent one of, that's totally fine. Add it to hand immediately and make it hopefully not a card that's like super terrible to play. At first I was reading this, I was like, can we just search Nib? Nib's 3K. Does this just search Nib? Like, that's insane. But you do have to normal summon it. It doesn't say like then you can here. So I'm assuming this is mandatory, which makes Nib not the option. But assuming there could be something that's also an extra interruption or something, you don't mind tributing off like a B plus a A, right? So like B searches another card and then A adds one back, and like you literally go into your turn with like 2 cards back. That is so interesting. This card's good, I think. Like, the question is like, can we set up like the right stats, right, for light machines to make this effect really good? Like, the Foolish Reel's already okay. Just like getting maybe the one missing piece you needed if you were getting hand trapped or something, that's already not terrible. But then like to also then search one is like kind of insane. I mean, this is a pretty insane Rhoda spell. It's a dump plus an add, and then on the opponent's turn it has something that can trigger from either original ABC guy or the new guy as well, because he also can do this on the next turn as well. Very, very interesting. Like I said before, I think every card that's not Z and Y are good cards. Extender, potentially really good extender, just depends on how much the light lock hurts. These cards are kind of, engine requirements. They probably will end up being one-offs, I would guess. Decent little M board piece because it's able to be summoned so freely. decent like engine piece, like as you're getting up to where you want. This is a decent piece as well to get like as you're going through your plays to just get free card advantage, get some of your best extenders and stuff. That's really good. And this card has like a starter card / extenders, also not bad either. Legitimately spicy. I think these are cool. Cool. I'm gonna have to do a little more researching on terms of like matching up the stats and stuff on some of these cards. And otherwise, this is sick. I really didn't want Arcana Force. I really didn't want like Star Seraphs either. I'm really glad they went this direction because I'm so much more hype about these, especially since I do think there is some potential with ABCs. This could be what gets ABC back to like playability again. People have been playing like a bunch of random engines combined with ABC, but how about just like make their engine like way better? Like we might be looking at that here, but we'll see. We'll definitely have to do more research, mess around with this further down the line. We have no idea what the missing card is technically because I think we have 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So my guess is it's either another spell and it will be the 25 slot in the set. And it's either another spell or it's a trap. I think that would make sense either way. These are pretty good. I don't know what even I like want. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I really want to hear where you guys land on these. Are these good? Are they not? Can they be used in something else, or do they really need to be put with ABCs? And how good is that synergy to you early on with this stuff? I'd really love to hear your thoughts on all that stuff down in the comments. So please get in there. I'd love to hear it. But I'm out of here for today. Thank you so much for watching, as always, guys. And let me know. Subscribe to the channel for more news videos down the line. This is a really, really cool reveal. I'm actually really hyped about these. All right. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.